My name is Raven, and as directed, I get the terrifying pleasure of teaching you a unit out of class. Today's unit will be Unit 3. Today we will learn about gravity, friction, and motion. First, I will go over the wonderful force of gravity and how it corresponds with our planet. Gravity and our planets. What most average people not interested in science don't know is that without the force of gravity, we would not have our planet. How might you ask? Well, let's look at how a planet is formed, shall we? A planet is formed by large and small rocks or asteroids being drawn together to create a bigger object. Our planet, when it first started out, was much like this. On the surface of the planet there was a lot of explosions from the gravity bringing in more and more rocks, as shown on slide 4. Now on to our moon and how gravity not only helped the creation of it, but also how it affects our life and Earth, being that it is not part of the planet. The moon is an object in our sky. As pretty as it may be, have you ever wondered how it got there? Well, what I will tell you, I must say now, I cannot confirm or deny that it is true or false. If you ask another scientist, he or she will say something similar or different, or sometimes even the same, but will not confirm or deny it. The moon was created by a Mars-sized object smashing into early Earth. It was being pulled in by gravity. When it smashed into the Earth, the space particles drew together to form the moon. Now, how does this affect us? Well, ever looked closely at the sea and how at different times of the day it appears higher or lower? Well, those are the tides, as I'm sure you know. Have you ever wondered how it does that? Well, it's our moon, of course. Our moon has enough mass to have a gravitational pull. That pull affects our sea, creating the tides. Knowing what I just told you, have you ever wondered what our world would be like without the moon? Well, we would have some tide, but they would be very small. How might you ask? Well, I'll explain. You know that our planet circles the sun, right? Well, gravity allows that to happen. And the sun has some gravitational pull. And our planet, which in turn affects our tides. Now we move on to friction. Friction. Friction is the force that resists motion. There is kinetic friction and static friction. Kinetic friction is friction that occurs when an object is moving. For example, when you slide down a slide with shorts on, you have trouble moving. That's because of friction. Static friction. A friction that occurs when an object is not moving. For example, when you are sitting in a chair, do not slide around in the chair. That's thanks to friction. Now we move on to our last subject of today, motion. As we move on to motion, we find that motion is influenced by gravity, which brings us back to the planets and how they orbit. Gravity is responsible for our moon orbiting us and us orbiting the sun. You can see that the picture on the slide, 14 or 15, well, I guess that's it today. Today I conclude the lesson with a quiz. Remember to make sure to try your best, and the answers will be highlighted before each slide changes. Good luck, and no cheating!